Hi there. My name is Dawn Baker, and I am an artist and a children's book author and illustrator, and I'm right here in my own home in Gander, Newfoundland. And I thought that you might like for me to read one of my books to you. And the book is called The Puffin Patrol. And you can see behind me some of the illustrations, the paintings that I did for the book. And if you have the book at home, you can read along with me. But if not, just sit back, relax, and listen, and I will read it to you. It's called The Puffin Patrol. Susan couldn't help but smile. She looked over at her friend Ryan and saw that he was also smiling. It was a cool, damp night in late August, and the two should have been warm in their beds. Instead, they were about to go roaming around the gloomy streets and gardens with Ryan's older sister, Megan. Megan had been working with the Puffin Patrol for over 2 weeks, and this was the first night that the two young friends would get to help. They would all be going on a mission, a rescue mission. Everyone would be searching for baby puffins that needed their help. The Puffin Patrol operates every summer in Witless Bay, a small community on the shores of the island of Newfoundland. After dark, volunteers search roadsides and backyards on the lookout for lost pufflings. When one is spotted, it is gently captured and carefully placed in a plastic crate until it can be safely released the next morning. Sometimes they are released from shore and sometimes from tour boats farther out on the ocean. Susan and Ryan had learned how the pufflings leave their cozy burrows at night to take their first flights. On clear nights, the pufflings use the stars to guide them safely out to sea. But when the nights are cloudy and the stars are hidden, these sweet little birds see the lights from the shore and fly the wrong way. Instead of landing on the ocean, the pufflings find themselves stranded throughout towns along the coast. The members of the Puffin Patrol do their best to locate these lost puffins and help them find their way back to the ocean. Ryan suddenly waved at Susan and pointed to the edge of a flower bed. There was a puffling huddled behind a plant. The two friends spoke softly to the small bird while Ryan lifted it up from the ground and placed it in a crate. As the night wore on, the Puffin Patrol found 12 more lost little ones, and each was placed in its own crate for the night. Before they would be set free, the pufflings would be banded, weighed, measured, and tested for bird flu. This was a task Megan really enjoyed. By the time Susan got to bed, it was very late. Although she had walked a good while and was very tired, she still couldn't sleep. She was so excited about the next day. The following morning, she and Ryan were going on a tour boat to help release the pufflings out at sea. Susan could hardly wait. The next morning brought sunshine and warmer temperatures. Still, the two friends brought their jackets with them to wear on the tour boat because even on warm days, it can be cold on the Atlantic Ocean. Once the boat with its precious cargo had motored a long way from shore, it slowed almost to a stop. Megan slowly opened the crates and very gently gave a puffling to Susan and one to Ryan. Susan was super careful as she moved to the rail on the boat. She lifted her arms high and, as she had been taught, tossed the baby puffin into the sky. It spread its wings and flew even higher before changing direction and diving into the sea. Then Susan watched as it bobbed back up and floated on the ocean surface. The rescue mission was a great success. The puffling was back home. Other puffins and pufflings were flying and bobbing on the water and diving. They all seemed to be having a great time. Now it was Ryan's turn to release a baby puffin. He could not have been happier. It was so much fun. Later that year, Susan and Ryan returned to Witless Bay with their families for the weekend. The two friends walked along the shore and talked about their busy summer. All the pufflings would be grown by now and heading even further out to sea for the winter. Susan felt a warm glow as she imagined the colorful birds returning to Newfoundland in the spring. Some would be making the journey thanks to her and Ryan and all of the volunteers with the Puffin Patrol. It was a great feeling. Once again, Susan couldn't keep the smile from her face. And that is the end of the story. But in the back of my book, I do have a list of things that you may or may not already know about puffins. So I'm going to read them for you. Did you know? A group of puffins may be called a circus. Pufflings are not as colorful as adult puffins and have smaller beaks. An adult puffin can hold 10 fish in its beak at once. Puffins mate for life. That means they choose one special other puffin and spend all of their life with that one. Each pair of puffins lays just one egg per year. Puffins can fly nearly 90 kilometers per hour. That's almost the speed limit on the Trans-Canada Highway. That's really fast. Puffins can flap their wings 400 times each minute. Puffins can dive up to 70 meters. An adult puffin is shorter from bill to tail than the average blue jay, but weighs over 4 times as much. Wow! The first time I saw a puffin, I was on a whale watching tour in Trinity in Newfoundland, and I was quite surprised at how short puffins are. They're short and really chubby. They're so cute. The Atlantic puffin is the official bird of the province of Newfoundland and Labrador. And the last information that I have here is that the Witless Bay Ecological Reserve has the largest Atlantic puffin colony in North America with over 260,000 mating pairs. So that means over 500,000 altogether. Now, while you were watching, you may have noticed that I have a cute little puffy, squeezy, soft puffling, a puffin right here. And if you know someone who knows how to knit, you could get one knit for your very own. You just would have to go to my Facebook page, which is Dawn Baker Artist, DAWNBAKERARTIST, on my Facebook page. And there is the pattern free if you want to check it out and knit one for your very own. They're really cute and cuddly, and I really like this one. I designed the pattern, so you have my permission to use it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here with me today. Take care and all the best from Gander in Newfoundland. Bye.